here's my Focus ST, and I'm just going to do a quick video on some things that you might not realise that your Focus can do. First thing is opening it. So you can press the button and you can open it from the driver's side, but from the passenger side you can't unless you double unlock it. Then you can get in. Again, on the remote control, the little button there for the boot, double click and it opens. Good side boot on these. I'll just lock it again. So if you've got the keys in your hand when you're walking towards it, you can just press that and it'll open. Here we are, the interior. I've got to say, I really like the interior on these. The steering wheel, slightly flat bottomed. I put some little pedal extenders because the gear changes there are very small, so I've extended them a little bit like that there. Just stick on once and they seem to be staying on alright at the moment. And foot on the brake pedal. Yeah, this one I've got the automatic with the pedal shifts obviously, but foot on the brake pedal, press and hold it to start, and a nice dashboard comes up. I don't like this that keeps coming up. I'm sure there's a way you can turn that off, but I'll maybe do that in another video when I find out how you actually do that. It's got the automatic headlights, automatic dimming rear view mirror, automatic wipers. I don't always like having everything on automatic, but most of them are alright. It's just the wipers, I always think they never seem to either be fast enough or slow enough, so they never seem to work quite right for my taste. This one's with the head-up display. You can lower it by pressing that button there, but I quite like having that there. What else? So this one has the adaptive cruise control. Now, some people have a bit of trouble working this out. All I find is if you're going along, let's say on a dual carriageway motorway, and you're doing 60, just press that button there and it'll come up on the dashboard in green, and then press that button and it'll keep it at that speed, and it'll also start slowing down if the traffic in front of you is slowing down, or if it speeds up from that point, it'll speed up until the point where you're at the speed that you've set it at. You can then go up and down the speeds with this if you want. You can adjust the distance between you and the car in front with that one as well. So you've got the S button there, which puts it into S mode. Normally when you start it up, it just comes up in the standard mode. You press the button, it goes into sport or S. Changes exhaust or note, and changes gear a little bit faster, a little bit more power apparently. To get it out of S, you then have to go to the mode button, press mode, so it comes up with the one you're in, press it again, racetrack, press it again, slippery, press it again, normal. You can also change the dashboard setting there, so I think it's with that button there. I'll just press it down one, it gives you tyre pressures, I need to change them up. Press it again, it gives you a cam screen, so there's nothing in the middle basically on the cam screen. Fuel economy, and performance gauges, so obviously that's the oil temperature, oil pressure, and then your turbo pressure, and then once more just gives you temperatures, pressure, and your water temperature as well. That's the one that I keep it on mainly. You've got your heated seats, so when you press it on, it's on 3, press it again 2, 1 and off. Driver's side as well. Heated steering wheel is just the one either on or off. Front heated windscreen there, rear heated screen there, max defrost, obviously front screen is there, aircon, max aircon, recirculation, and the temperature, you twist these either side, whichever one you want. It has a wireless charging port just down there, so when you put your phone in there, after a second or two, I don't know if you can tell, but that's come on, it's charging now. And when you've set your car up and your phone up to pair with each other, as you're driving along, if you get any texts, it comes up on the screen. You can reply on the screen as well. You can reply with your voice. It comes up with certain preset messages that you can automatically just press the button and it comes up with that message. There's quite a few different ones. Navigation is a little bit slow, I would say, so I'll just try something. Search button. So there, press search button. It just takes a second for it to come up. Just whatever that is, tick on it. And then this search function sometimes takes a little while. And also I've found that some of the searches it does, it comes up with some strange responses that you maybe don't expect. Yeah, I do find some of the other ones that you get on your phone are much better. Although once you press start and you start following the instructions on your screen, I think that side of things is very good. So as you're coming up, so you've got your two screens if you want. Shows you how this bar here will go up and down depending on how close you are to whatever junction it is. It's telling you. Your time to destination is quite accurate on this as well. Another thing on the screen, you can set the brightness of the screen. Obviously, when it does get dark, the screen does go a little bit darker automatically. But just this button here, or here, so I'll press the up one first, so there you can see it makes it brighter, and then you can make it dimmer as well if you want. I'll leave it about midway. When you put this in reverse, your cameras automatically come up and your sensors. So as you're reversing, if you're going into a car spot, I'm turning the steering wheel there, you can see it turning a little bit, so it does aid you reversing into car spaces, which is quite good. And then up there, if you press that button there, it gives you a really close-up rear view camera, and then you can zoom in down sort of below the back of the car as well. So that's quite good for reversing. Also, when you're pulling up into a car space forwards, your parking sensors are very sensitive. So sometimes when you're parking, it'll beep a lot and it'll say you're very close to something. I'll just pull forwards now. So say I'm getting close-ish to the wall. So it's almost saying I'm too close. I'll put it in park and I'll show you. See, it's still a good more than a foot away. So something you need to sort of get used to as you get your car, get used to it. It has two USB-A sockets and obviously a 12 volt like cigarette lighter socket in there. Ambient lighting inside there, and a little saw there under the armrest, so you have a little tray that you can put coins or whatever in, just stays in the top, and then quite a big cubby hole in there as well. I'll get everything out so you can see. As I can see, I carry lots of rubbish around, and yeah, so it's quite a big hole, plenty of stuff in there. Also the armrest does slide forward a bit, so when you're driving along it's a bit easier to rest your arm on there. So you've got your all four windows are electric. Your mirrors, you can fold them in with the button there, put them back out. You can also child lock your windows so that nobody else can control them. Your mirrors you adjust, so your left mirror there, put it over that side, and then when you go left, right, up, down, it'll adjust it. Obviously the same with the driver's side. You can lock all the doors and open them from here as well. I've seen some other videos about the sun visors on some cars. So this does pivot, but it doesn't slide. It just connects on there, or you can have it if there's sun at the side of you there. The light does come on when you open that, and on the other side, same, the lights come on when you open that. It will pivot round, but again, it doesn't slide. Up here you've got your lights. There is an SOS button and nothing else. On the other, I did have an older Focus, and there was a little cubby hole up there for sunglasses, which was quite handy. Obviously not in this one. On this particular model as well, it has the stop start, and it also has what is called auto hold. So if you're in traffic that keeps sort of moving forwards a bit and you stop and move forward a bit, if you press your brake and hold it, auto hold comes on. So I can take my foot off the brake now and it won't move. Touch the accelerator, it goes off and it'll roll forwards a little bit. I quite like that, especially if it's a slight uphill gradient or even downhill gradient. It'll hold it on for you, so you don't have to keep holding your foot on the brake, it does it for you. When you put it in park, it doesn't automatically put the handbrake on. So there, I don't know if you could tell, when I took my foot off the brake, it sort of rocks forwards and backwards. So what I tend to do is, if I've been driving and I could put it in park, keep your foot on the brake and then pull the handbrake on properly. The red light comes on in the bottom right hand corner, it tells you it's on as well, and then when you take your foot off, it doesn't rock backwards and forwards. So I'm now on the back seat, and you've got a little armrest that pops out first of all, 2 cup holders there, but then you also have this extra bit there so you can reach into the boot. So if there's anything in your boot and you've got a rear passenger, you can ask them to get it out, or if they want to get it out, they can. Nice fixed points for seat belts, for baby seats, sorry. Net storage in the back. Just a cigarette type point in the back. Maybe they should have cut a USB A or C there, would have been perfect. Now I'm 6'2". I've got my seat quite a long way back. I'm sat in the back and my knees are touching the seat, but it's not too bad. What I find though, as a taller person sitting in the back, when you're sat with your back against the seat, the headrest actually sticks in your back, so you then have to put that up, which isn't too big a hardship, but it seems strange that it sticks so far forwards and sticks into your back when it's down. And then you can't put it down, you've got to press the button to put it down, which is really a two-handed job. Grab rails with little hooks up there as well for jackets and things. More storage in the back. Passengers do have the window button if they want. So the car is still open. I haven't pressed the button to lock it or anything, and I have the key in my pocket. So as I walk away, you can see the light just went off then. I'm going to walk away and I'm going to leave the key over here. So I've left the key over here. So there. Still opens. But won't start, obviously. No key detected. With the key in my hand, you can lock it and walk away with the keys. So now it is locked. Driver side, still locked. So you have to unlock it. Unlock it. So now I'm outside the car is locked. I'm going to pretend I'm inside the house, inside my house. So with the Ford app, open that up, and then slide to send the vehicle on. It says turning vehicle on the app. It's unlocked it. No, sorry, it's not unlocked it. Car's still locked, but it's started. I can then unlock it. So the car's started, unlocked. Now I can come round. To drive, press start button. So at the moment, it won't let me drive until you press the start button. Now it's all ready. It's automatically put the heating, heated steering wheel and heated seat on full. So if you did that with 2 minutes, came out, obviously everything's going to be nice and warm, the car's ready to go.